Welcome back to Primetime News and a special welcome to those of you watching on onespotmedia.com. There's a crisis in education. That's assertion from the Book Industry Association of Jamaica as they lamented the literacy levels among students across the country. One stakeholder believes more emphasis should be placed on the early childhood sector. More from Sandy Williams.
Literacy is crucial to the development of children and, by extension, the nation. However, Jamaica is lagging behind. Director of Special Projects at the Book Industry Association of Jamaica, Latoya West Blackwood, says over the past 3 years, reading and literacy levels among students have worsened. While COVID-19 impacted the teaching-learning process, she said technology and social media have amplified the problem.
The research tells us, not just my feelings or passion about reading, that when we have a culture that does not promote reading for enjoyment or reading as a habit, it can have serious and measurable consequences for academic and personal growth. And I mean, we have several examples, including the recent Kingston-based high school, where we got the report, the data that points to the fact that most of their first form, I think 70%, were not reading and comprehending at the level that they should be.
It is not something new, and I don't think it is about technology. It is about the fact that we have just underfunded the lower levels of our education system. In fact, we're underfunding all levels of our education system, and as such, things like the kind of thorough diagnostic work that is supposed to be done to help us to identify the issues and treat them as they ought to be treated, in the clinical manner that we're supposed to do that, missing simply because of that underfunding.
According to Education Minister Favour Williams, 25% of the 180 high schools across Jamaica are classified as non-performing. For Mrs. West Blackwood, this has implications for the wider society.
Children become adults, right? And then we're talking about issues related to human capital and how that develops, and that we're operating in a knowledge economy that will no longer be heavily dependent on some of the traditional roles or ways of operating that we're accustomed to. We're talking about the ability to think critically and to be able to resolve conflicts peacefully.
But there is hope. The BIAJ is collaborating with the Education Ministry and other stakeholders to boost literacy not only among children but also adults.
We have our collaboration with the Grassroots Community Foundation that started in 2018 that has reaped so many rewards in terms of how we've been able to reach students and communities and educators, and our next step is caregivers to see how we can use literacy and reading as truly transformational tools in communities, in homes, because as we know, homes are kind of the first classroom, the first space that our children learn, and so the intervention can't just be in schools.
Meanwhile, President of the Jamaica Association of Principals of Secondary Schools, Linvern Wright, says more attention should be given to the early childhood sector.
We have not been funding that level of education. The teachers in that system, we do not have a high number of those teachers even diploma trained. There are still people who are just doing courses and dealing with our students at a most sensitive level in their development. And these people are not really trained to deal with these children. So we have got to do better in the early childhood sector, because it is the start that is going to make a difference for literacy, how enriched the environment is. And the environment also has to do with that more capable adult who is trained, qualified, and understand childhood development at that level.
Sandy Williams, TVJ News.